Hello.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I am beyond frustrated. No, I'm just kidding. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good. It's been raining here. It's a nice little cool off period because it was getting hot. So I'm just chilling here with Jules and Rhonda Lynn Squat Pump. Um, took a little bit of a break here. She was here before. I'm sure she'll be back. And yeah, so I'm just chilling. Hello, everybody. You were off 1 second. Hey, Sue, Rosie, Wendy, Beth, Tandy, Sweet Cheeks, Peggy, hey, Lisa. Da, 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 da. Hello, hello. Scrolling, 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 scrolling. That's all I see. Flutter, yo, there's Flutter. Hey. Hey, Kathy. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. So, how's your day, Kendra?
My day
Word. Hey,
was
Joyce.
was just another day.
Yeah, filled with
Fine.
excitement, huh?
I'm my other job is a personal mod.
Oh my god. Yeah, Kendra's a personal mod.
Yeah, I have so many hats. I'm so tired.
It can be exhausting.
Exhausting. I'll even type it. My day was exhausting.
Hey, MZ, how you doing? What is up? My dude. Hi, Kendra. Oh, hold on a second. Wait, wait. Why won't it let me? Oh, I can't do it in here. Dang it. Hold on. Don't go nowhere. I gotta do it for my phone.
Don't go nowhere.
Yeah, don't go nowhere. Hang on. My channel. The live. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I forgot I was the streamer. I can't see any blues. Oh my god, I'm
Oh,
getting the circle of death on my phone.
excuse me?
Yeah, you know how when it's just circle, 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 circle? There we go. Alright, where'd you go?
Excuse me?
There you went. Excuse me? Excuse me?
I hear the echo going on.
Alright, there you go. Hang on, now I'll look at you. Type something in the chat again. Oh, now I'm hearing myself double. Hold on. I had to mute it.
I forgot my other phone.
Kendra,
I'm right here. What?
type something in the chat.
I hold, please. I can't. I can't find my phone. What the heck?
Didn't you just have it? Hello?
Yeah, but I'm on it.
So does that mean it's in your hand?
No, my other one, so I can do the other stuff.
Jerry B, hello. So what's kind of gone on actually? We were live Saturday, and then Sunday. What happened on Sunday? I don't know. I made my no, I did that yesterday. I made my sausage casserole. That was so good. God, I love my sausage casserole, guys. I really wish I could send you all a piece of it, but I can't.
This is disturbing me to no end. You have no idea.
All right, well, you're blue now, so it's okay. But Sue says I live a very boring life. I doubt that. Sue's fun. You make us laugh. Um. So yeah, not much has really gone on. Oh, I went to the pool. Was that Sunday? Or it might have been Saturday. I don't even remember now. I have no idea what I've done the past 2 days. It's been a
Oh yeah, I
blur.
don't know. I've been to the post office. I know that.
Yeah, I've just
I
kind of been
went
chilling.
to the grocery store. I did errands.
I did
And was
that. That I've done.
uh,
But not much of anything really. I had to reorganize some things in the garage, like with the resin and stuff like that. I did wrap a bunch of people's products. That I did do. Um, Jules and I have just been hanging out, huh?
I have been. Oh, there's sirens coming. They're coming to get me now.
Flutter's been fishing. Lisa has a job interview tomorrow. Whoop whoop. Good luck, Lisa. Happy birthday, Lisa. Lisa's birthday was yesterday, everybody. What's wrong? Why are you whining? Um, Tandy pooped today. So did Jules. Say, I pooped too. Go ahead, say, I pooped too. I was a good girl. Go ahead, say it. I was a good girl. I can't get her to bark or even make noise, guys. She don't do that. She only does it when she wants your attention. Right? You a good girl? Yeah, she's a good girl.
Whoa!
Um,
I found
Wendy
my
spent all
phone.
day in a boring meeting. Ah, oh, don't you hate that?
Oh.
I'd say I had boring conversation today, but it wasn't boring. Because it was Kendra and I have been talking a lot today. Right. And I always love
We were
talking.
talking about
Narcissists.
yeah, we were also talking about health issues.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Um, mm, I'm gonna wait a few minutes on that. See if somebody comes in. Um, what? What? I got huggies. I got huggies. Oh no. Oh no. She'll be back. My
Oh,
dog
she wants
loves.
Rhonda.
Yeah, my dog loves Rhonda, guys, and she goes into stores with Rhonda now, right? You went into the store, or were you a good girl in the store? Yeah, you were a good girl. Um, who pooped a lot?
There's a
What is she
lot of.
talking about? Somebody pooped a lot. Oh, her dog. Okay. You know what's funny? Do you ever? Okay, for those of you who have dogs, have you ever seen a dog pretend to poop? My dog pretended to poop yesterday because she was walked several times, and she was on a schedule. She's still on the schedule, but she's gone out so much lately because Rhonda likes to take her for walks a lot, right? So anyway, she's on a schedule. So in the morning is usually when she does her, thing, right? But she knows that she does her thing and then she comes home and she eats. But she knows if she doesn't do her thing, we always say, go on, because we let her run in the field. So we always say, go on to make her do her thing. And she knows this. So she knows she's got to poop, right? So she went out so much that yesterday she goes and she pretends to poop. She literally sits there and pretends and then comes running. I'm like, oh, no, 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 you didn't. And we've caught her like going around houses, like going around the house and just standing there to make us think she went and pooped. It's hilarious because she just wants to come back and do whatever. She doesn't have to, but she doesn't know how to tell us she don't have to poop. It's kind of funny. So look out for that, Lisa. They will pretend.
All the poo talk reminds me about why I'm happy I don't currently have a dog.
I'm telling you. But it is funny when she does it. It's really cute.
I hear Rhonda.
Yep, Rhonda is back, everybody.
Hello, Gerardo.
Rhonda Lynn Squat Pub has arrived.
Yes, I have.
Um,
I'm not dressed for the occasion, but forgive me.
that's okay. We're only on emojis.
Look at.
What's that?
Really picked that up for her today.
Aw,
I don't
Thank
know
you.
if she'll let us do it, but
I don't
yeah,
know.
you're
I'm not
welcome.
doing it.
Yeah,
I'm not doing
I
it. Gabe
try.
will. I won't do it.
Yeah, I used to do my dogs, but that's when I was a kid.
She has one, but I have this other thing that I use. It's like shaves her nails down.
Oh, like a Dremel almost.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
That works. I can
That
do.
work on me.
Sweet Cheeks says hi, Rhonda.
Hi, sweet cheeks.
Lisa said hi, Rhonda. Sue said hi, Rhonda.
Oh my God, I love you guys. Thank you for having me. They can't hear me.
Mark says he doesn't know if his invisible dog went poop or not.
I guess you'll find out.
Right?
Who's Mark?
Mark is he's somebody in the chat.
Very nice.
My mother wants.
He's a kooky guy.
Oh no,
I like him kooky. Apparently.
Well, lots of stuff to do here in the villages. Just be careful with the loofahs and displaying them and how you want to use them.
Yeah, I still have to find out what the dark blue one is.
I need me a kayak and fishing buddy. Hi, Jeannie.
Oh yeah.
That was Flutter.
Hi. Oh my God.
That's Flutter.
Oh, Flutter.
Yeah, I don't like to do them because I'm afraid I'll hurt her, but Gabe does it all the time. But she needs them done again now. And Bill bought nail clippers for her, but I can't. Gabe's gonna have to do that. I can't do that. But anyway, so what were we talking about today, Kendra? Oh, narcissists. Does anybody deal with narcissists at all? I was watching this show, and
Everybody does.
It seems like narcissist. The word narcissist is just coming up so frequently everywhere on television. This person's a narcissist. That person's a narcissist. I was watching like this stuff on Vanderpump and all the updated Vanderpump Rules stuff, and then that guy's a narcissist. I'm like, why is that name? Why is that word just coming out all the time? You know, she says every day. Yes. Oh my God, yes, all the time. Well, I was showing a TikTok video. Somebody sent me a link, and it says this person. I was gonna actually just put the video up here, but I didn't know if it was like a copyright thing or not, so I wasn't sure. So let me just. What she said was very interesting. So it says narcissists are not attracted to losers. They are attracted to powerful, wonderful, pure-hearted beings, to people who are full of love, full of light, full of personality, and full of beautiful, wonderful resources and personality and value, because they are all of the things a narcissist wishes they could be. Okay? And know that they're okay. So so all these things are what they wish they could be. All right? So that's why they're attracted to it. And that they know that they're not those things. They pick high quality, high value people because that's what they want to be. I'm sorry, I'm like reading like handwriting here. Because that's what they want to be and wish they could be. That's why after the long like love type bombing stage, they start to try to, drag you down to their level because they've already realized that you're basically purely wonderful and they could never be the same, and it makes them what the hell is that word? Oh, it makes them feel worse about themselves, and they have to try to shrink you down to their level again. So basically it's their issue, not yours, and you should never let them walk all over you, because they sure as shit cannot rise up to yours, and if you think about it, if you know anybody or you've dealt with people like that, you realize that that's true. There's a different level that narcissists seem to grab onto and then try to ruin in some way, shape, or
Well, they're
form.
crafty with their words. They're awesome spin doctors. They're very social people sometimes. They're often salesmen. In fact, you
I'm
see
not-
if you see a guy and he's kind of wearing a suit and he's maybe about 32, 35, and he's just telling you all kinds of information, and you get that oozing playboy, like,
Mhm.
ew, gross, you're a car salesman kind of feel. You know that you're all picturing somebody right now.
Yeah.
Like, you know
Yeah,
what I'm
right.
talking about.
We're all like thinking of someone.
Oh, no, I
That's
don't.
yeah. And like they're really great with their words, and they make you feel special
Oh,
and
you're the
you're
greatest. You're so
important.
beautiful. I love you, or whatever. You know, like they make you feel that way.
Right. And they're going to take care of you. They're not going to let that happen to you. Don't worry. We're going to do this, that, and the other. And you're just like, oh, blow it. But that's, it's the creepy car salesman guy.
Yeah, and then next thing you know, you're in on this thing, and then they turn on you.
Right. Because they need to take from you. And once they've done that and they've gotten all they can from you, they need to push you down so they'll feel better about themselves.
Right.
So they'll start stripping you any which way they can, depending upon what your relationship with that person is.
Right. Exactly. Yep.
And, there's different kinds of narcissists.
Oh,
There's outright narcissists, there's covert narcissists. I mean, the list, it goes on and on. So that's probably why you're hearing a lot more, because the term has grown and it covers a vast amount of people. And there's no
But
cure
it's
from
crazy.
it.
What is a covert?
Yeah, there's no cure for it.
No, there isn't.
No, it's
What
not a
is covert?
fixable thing.
Yeah, I don't even think like those narcissistic people realize what they're doing. It's just their way, and it's just like it's sad because the people that they're affecting, it hurts them to like. I mean, their
But
soul
it is
like
a
deeply
real
hurts.
diagnosis of a mental health condition, and it's essentially they just have such a high sense of their own importance in the world,
Yeah,
and they need people to admire them and think they're the greatest, and they tend to not care about other people's feelings, or they
it's
don't,
like they're not even clued in emotionally.
Yeah.
right, they don't understand how anybody else could have feelings.
Yeah, they don't understand what that is.
So often their actions won't show that they thought about your feelings, because they honestly didn't.
Yeah, they just can't. It's like they gotta like they know how to swoon you, and then turn it so that you think they're the best. They're this. They're that. And then when they either can no longer feed off of you, they'll like just drop you, or
They're very arrogant and very
like
entitled.
arrogant, entitled. They think they're like drop dead gorgeous or something. Every woman's dream or every man's dream, or you know what I mean. Like
they will inflate their own ego and tell you all about it.
Oh my god, totally, totally, totally. I know a couple narcissistic people, and it's like what the reason why I'm even having this conversation is we were talking about it today, and it's just like that word's being thrown out there so much. And if you are dealing with someone that is narcissistic, just know that it's not you, it's them.
Yes.
And don't ever let someone take away your value, your character, who you are. Because you are important, and you know yourself well enough, and like I just think that you should know. I'm not saying the words right here. Yeah, you should know your importance in the world, and not that they think their importance in the world is so great and they're right and you're not. It's just that everybody has an importance to the world. We're all different, and we may seem similar in some ways, but we're all unique, and everyone is important.
And to be fair, everybody has a little bit of narcissism in them.
Yeah, absolutely.
But there's 5 types of narcissism. There's malignant, communal, antagonistic, covert, and overt.
Do we have an explanation?
Rhonda wants to know, do we have an explanation for these types of narcissists?
So the overt narcissist is going to be
Rosie.
the typical narcissistic personality. So they come out as outgoing, arrogant, entitled, overbearing. They're competitive. They lack empathy. So that's like the typical narcissist. Then there's the covert. And
wait, let me take a note. So no. Okay.
They are more introverted, have more insecurities, low confidence, but they'll do things more like avoid or be defensive. They will tend to play victim.
Oh boy. Know that
And
one.
they tend to have more like anxiety and shame and stuff like that. And so they do things more like they'll have a problem accepting criticism, whereas somebody with overt narcissism is going to completely handle that situation in a different way. The covert is going to internalize those critiques and just get
like
worse.
let's just say you said something negative to them, or let's just say you're having a conversation, right? And then something negative went their way. They can say all the negative stuff to you that they want, but they will hold on to that one word you said to them. Like they don't forget that,
Which I had your tambourine at the moment.
Oh yeah. Where's my thingamajig? Ring a ring a ring a ring.
And then the antagonistic narcissist is the one
Stop
that takes
talking about me, Kendra. She said. Rosie said.
Takes advantage of others. They are more competitive, arrogant. They're more prone to arguing and disagreeing just because that's what they do. So
and they're the ones that like argue, but say like you're the one that argues.
I think that's
and they're less likely to forgive than the other types of narcissists. And they have like no trust in other people at all.
Right.
Then the communal narcissism, it's also more overt, but they value fairness and they'll see themselves as some kind of great pillar of humanity. They do, because they'll become very like morally outraged. They'll feel that they're very generous because they donate all of this to some cause.
Oh gosh.
They'll react strongly to unfair things in the street that they may encounter. So yeah, their self-importance though, and how they saved the day of humanity, like that's more, they have a higher moral code than the rest
trying
of
to figure
us.
out who one of these people are.
But I think they're a mixture.
I think that the one person I think is a complete mixture.
And Kendra, thank you for breaking this down. That's so
Rosie said I'm feeling attacked.
Well,
Rosie, just know you are not anybody that we're speaking of. Actually,
malignant.
We're just speaking in general.
So now, malignant narcissism.
Oh wait,
there's one more.
is another one, yeah. And this one has a strong need for praise and to be elevated above all others. But they will also be very aggressive when interacting with other people. They will have a high paranoia level. They'll worry about potential threats that may not even be real.
Oh my God.
They are vindictive, and they actually enjoy getting, they get enjoyment from pain of others.
Oh yeah.
So
like
they all,
out there that mean absolutely nothing.
Those are the 5 types, and people can have mixtures of both. People can have some of those and other disorders like bipolar, borderline, whatever.
ADHD.
Yeah, I mean,
which doesn't help that part of the narcissism, I guess.
Right, but all those other things can be addressed in therapies, medications. You can't, once you're a narcissist, you always are. It's a lifetime battle to not be yourself, I guess.
It's funny. You described
it's sad
all those.
Because you know what? Like you wonder how people love people like that. You know what I mean? Like how do they find love if they're so single themselves out like that? Maybe they don't care to.
Well, some don't. There's like some of those older gentlemen that are like, fuck it, I never needed a wife. What do I need a woman around here for? Like those narcissists,
Mm-hmm.
But They
feel sad
often
for you
will.
because you're gonna be sad and lonely one day.
Right? You're gonna miss me when I'm gone.
Yeah, that type of thing.
They are not. Since they're such good spin doctors, you can miss a lot of stuff in the beginning, and then when you look back, you go, "Oh,
The red flags.
Oh, spin
Absolutely.
doctors. What do you mean?
And-
just like taking a situation and spinning it the opposite way. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, that was really this. I see now where I missed all these things, or I blew it off or I thought it was me, or you just
Right.
put up with some stuff sometimes, but it starts
Mark,
to
now I'm being
add
attacked.
How come gaslighting?
We're
didn't
not
come
speaking
up?
of anybody specific, guys. We're just talking in general. But we do. I personally know a few narcissists that's just like, oh my god. But nobody you guys know.
Yeah, well, they all seem very narcissistic over there, worrying about themselves being talked
I
about
know,
now.
right? Candace Kimberly, why are you talking about me like that?
The good thing to know is most of them don't tend to turn into sociopaths and murderers. They say they're just general assholes forever.
Oh well, that's a good thing to know.
Psychosis comes to mind, but okay.
Assholes forever. Yeah, well, some people are fine with having that title on their name,
And sometimes they become your favorite. There it is.
Oh my god, you're funny. Oh man, that is so funny. So aside from that, I mean, everybody seems to know someone that's narcissistic now. Everybody thinks they're narcissistic. There you go. Nope, I'm excited because I took charge and now I'll be able to switch back to my previous therapist. Now, hang on. Was that what'd you call that? Switch? What'd you call that? Kendra, spin doctor.
Oh yeah.
We're supposed to cut toxic people off, but what do you do if it's your own son?
Well, yeah, that one's a tough one.
Pray for the best.
Well,
That sucks.
you can always learn how to deal with a narcissist, I guess. I don't know. I'm really not.
A long time. I can't.
Dealing with a narcissist, I don't know. I almost said a bunch of things right there, and I'm just going to leave that alone.
I have an answer. The person that wants to know how do you deal with your son,
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You don't have to love him, but you can like him.
You don't have to like him, but you can love him. You said it backwards, right?
Yes.
Well, you can also try and seek certain kind of therapy for like part of the personality. I don't know. I don't know
like,
if there's
let's
anything
say
that covers a whole. Go ahead, Kendra.
I was gonna say, for example, with a narcissist, so you know that to be a true fact about him. So what narcissists generally do is they exaggerate facts, right? They gaslight relationships, and they're basically, depending on how far you let them go, like a parasite. So they are, because they'll weed away at something. So you don't want to let it get that far. As you notice the behavior, then you got to just put up a big stop sign, put up the fence, the boundary, because otherwise they'll manipulate the person to giving them money, housing, favors, privileges, cars. They'll basically dissolve any boundaries that you have and drain you of every resource you have. So you've got to
so here's the
put
question.
up walls and say, nope, they're not going to borrow the car.
You...
They're not going to get the car. They're never going to touch the car. And you just keep firm to those things, because as soon as you bend, they just come right through and take it.
Well, the thing is also too, like what happens when you love this person? Like she's talking about her son, I mean,
that's why it's you've got to keep those rules and firm and boundaries, and you can't bend them.
Yeah, boundaries.
That's never going to be a topic of conversation. The answer will always be no. Don't even ask. Stuff like that.
Yeah, see, Kimberly's right. Narcissists don't do therapy because to them they're
nothing's
not the
wrong with
the
them.
other person is.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you need your tambourine.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But I mean, I know someone who's like that, who deals with one all the time, and they always do that spin doctor thing on them. But she loves him. I mean, she's just, she loves him. She's been by his side forever and protects him. And,
There's a lot of people that are in that and they know it, but they don't care. They're just going to choose
yeah.
to deal
I
with
mean,
it.
and to me, it's like if you love a narcissist, it's like, wow, that's called unconditional love. I mean, because that's
Well,
pretty
and
deep.
a lot of times though, narcissists get abusive. They sometimes get physically abusive, but they get mentally and emotionally abusive. And usually that's at the point where women fall out and try and start to get away.
Start to drink alcohol.
Right. Well,
I mean, it's a lot of people who are also though in abusive relationships come out using a lot of the terms, and they may have just been with somebody who was abusive,
right.
And so I think that's another reason we're hearing these things thrown around so often. Not everybody who did a selfish act was narcissist.
Yeah, not
But
everybody.
you can gaslight somebody without being a narcissist.
Yeah.
Yeah. One day he reached out to me and gradually we started talking again. Well, that's good, free spirit.
I'm free spirit.
Missing out of your grandson. Aw. Aw. Well, like I said, it's a word that's just being thrown out there so much about a lot of people, and I just thought it was necessary to understand. Like Ken just said, there's 5 different types. But most importantly, to know that if you are dealing with someone like that, know that you have value. Know that your feelings matter.
Yeah.
Know that
You can't believe everything they say.
Yeah, absolutely not. And just
when you start to question,
strong.
wait a minute, but I was there. That's not how that happened.
Yeah, like, hello, you can't lie to me. I was there. Or you can't,
So then they'll tell you, that's right, because you're crazy and you live in your own head and you just make up what is right so that you feel better about what you did. And they're telling you that, and you're like, but it was what happened. I can prove it. I got video.
Right, exactly. Yeah, gaslighting sucks too. I mean, it's just sad, and it's a shame. But, you just got to know if you are dealing with these people that not to take them at their word, and just remember who you are.
Well, and I guess the opposite of a saint is a narcissist.
Right.
Wait, what's the opposite?
A saint.
Oh.
Does that mean I'm a saint?
Yeah, we're all saints.
Because I know I ain't no narcissist. Oh, yeah. That's for damn sure.
But they are trying to figure out what's created a lot of the narcissists. And there's, stuff that goes back to childhood, of course, about relationships and either too much adoration or too much criticism, something that it just didn't match with the child's actual experiences, achievements, what they thought was happening. Mm-hmm. So it's not necessarily a bad parent, but it could be, but it's a mismatch of the experiences as they evolved. And that's what creates it, or at least they think some of them, because they flat out know that, if you, so like this is, so I know someone whose parents were over complimentary about things. Like I stood there going, are you kidding me right now? All you did was give them a note, and you're 30 years old and you handed your parents a note and they're like, oh, wow, thanks for doing that, buddy. I'm patting you on the back and like, wow. I'm like, this is not an overachieving moment. What the fuck is this?
I love it. What the fuck is this?
I'm like, oh my God. I left and I was like, that's so barfy. That is, and he's laughing and I'm like, that was the barfiest thing I ever saw. What the hell?
The barfiest thing I ever saw.
And then every time that he would like walk in the door and they'd be like, oh my gosh, look who's here. And I'm like, there was other children. Nope. Oh, hi, so-and-so's here. But that was, for whatever reason, this one particular kid of theirs. And it was just, we had to listen to whatever he did all day, all week. He had to bring up all the topics. It was always whatever he wanted to talk about. They over complimented him. He grew up to be a narcissist. And
you don't think it's part of their like just their DNA, like
no, I think it was the overindulgence, and he grew up at a critical point when his parents like overpraised him for writing his name, like, you know. And in the same token, you can become a narcissist if they don't acknowledge anything you did,
right?
But you know, it's that excessive and overindulgence, like a lot of the ladies of the housewives of Beverly Hills.
Oh gosh.
I mean,
yeah, it's like everybody has, you know, someone that they know that's like that, you know. I guess it would seem that way.
Well, and they've never gotten married. They've been in a couple relationships, and then you don't wonder why, because you know, like,
right.
And then sometimes when it's men, you question, are they gay? Maybe is that what's happening here?
Right. Yeah.
And then a lot of people still come from families where that's not allowed to be a thing to say.
How weird in today's day and age.
Are you the 5200 series?
What?
Are you the 5200 series?
Yes.
Maybe I can print this.
You trying to print it for me?
I didn't.
But yeah, the overall consensus at this point is that narcissists are made. They're not born that way.
Yeah, you know, I agree with that, and it is sad. Absolutely.
Well, and if you think like when children are like, 18 months to 3 years, they're the biggest narcissists there are. It's all about them.
Right?
Toddlers, oh my God. So, if parents just weren't around, so they neglected, quote unquote, because maybe they were busy working jobs and the kid was shuttled all over the place. Right. It could make them leave that developmental stage without having fully completed it and received everything that they needed. So in a weird way, as an adult, they'll have a toddler's perception.
Right. Yeah.
So
that's just sad because it just makes you wonder, like,
because there's not much difference. Toddlers think we're all there for them. That's where their development's at, and we accept that because they're a toddler. Not when you're 32, not when you're 54.
Yeah, but like with this couple that I know, what I was mentioning before, like, she loved him no matter what, like the narcissist. Yeah, I was gonna say something, but no, I lost it.
One of the points is like the tantrums. The narcissist adult will have full-blown tantrums as well.
Right.
And it's just like, a 2-year-old would. And that's why they say the boundaries are really important.
Right.
I mean, I'm glad that I've been in therapy on and off for lots of years. And
puppy has narcissism.
I've never been worried about having that. I have asked because I've been in a relationship with narcissists, and I'm like, it must be me. It's got to be me. And they were like,
well, when
you
said before, like the criticism part, like I know, like that couple was like criticized, like he would criticize her all the time. She would criticize him all the time, but like she loved him, no matter how mean he was, like she loved him, And I think like one of the things that she had said was that she stopped telling him how good he was at things because he was so into himself.
Right.
And then like he would basically think that she didn't love him.
Right. Well, he
And it was
needed to
like he would
go.
show all these good things, and then like when she told him good things about himself, he stopped. So it changed everything.
Yeah. Well,
Like
it's
she would praise him, and then he'd stop doing whatever it was, and then do something bad. And it was so she said that she just stopped telling him good things, but she still thought them because she still believed all that stuff was in him.
Well, and it's an inevitable spiral, of ups and downs, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And I
Messed
mean,
up.
yeah. But speaking of like mental
Thank God I don't have to deal with that.
illnesses and
That's
stuff,
all I gotta say.
I used to crave and want one.
A
I wanted
narcissist?
No, I wanted a title for something. I'm like, what is my thing? What am I? I need a thing. I want to be a thing. And they were like, no,
Okay.
you don't. You don't need a thing. You don't really want a thing. I said, yes, I do. I want a label. I want a label. I want a label.
All right, we're gonna come up with a label. Don't worry.
She is. She's a personal mod.
Yeah. I get that.
No, I obsessed about it enough that I got OCD. They're like, okay, will you be happy with that? I was like, okay.
Oh, you are OCD. You got that label down. I know. I'm pretty sure everybody can attach labels to themselves.
Well, now we have so many out there, but this was like when I was much younger.
We're all warriors, aren't we?
There's plenty of crap we can
you're
all
the
do.
JJ Queen.
That's awesome.
I ended up with actual physical health labels instead. That was not what I wanted. Those are not as fun.
Yeah, I don't do the physical health labels.
No, I know you don't. God.
I don't even deal with that. It's like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah, that's when you turn into a toddler. If I can't see it, it doesn't exist.
Exactly. If I don't see it, it's not there.
Oh my God.
You're actually in therapy for it? Ha ha ha. What are you actually in therapy for? Oh, OCD. I had to scroll up. Okay, OCD. Not that it's any of our business. I was just trying to figure out what you were saying. But yeah, it's just OCD. Oh, Kendra's definitely OCD. I don't think I'm OCD about anything really.
I haven't seen it.
I'm like, well, see, when I think OCD, I think the way Kendra cleans.
That's how I think too. But
yeah.
You moved from another home to this home, and you were all set and organized in less than 2
I'm
weeks.
organized, that's for sure. Hello, Robbie.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Aww, missed you.
And here comes one of the biggest of all.
Kendra.
OCD.
Kendra.
OCD. You're not talking about narcissists. I know that.
Kendra.
Roddy.
Flutter, yo, what's up? Beth, hello.
Turn down your earphones, people.
Wendy. Hello. Wendy.
Rosie. Oh, God.
Hal, sweet cheeks. Sweet cheeks.
If I can send you a picture, are you able to downsize it to this?
Terry, hello. Candy, hello. Kimberly, hello. Hey. Peggy, hello. Rosie, hello.
What's up, Terry?
Sue Davenport. Sorry, sweetheart. Hello, honey. Oh, my goodness. Yes, I did see it, Wendy. I just haven't had a chance to answer. We've been so busy and just going crazy and running. Kathy, hello. I'm on for a little bit because I got to get to bed. I got to be up at 4:30.
Oh, shit.
Wow, where are you going?
Miami bound.
Oh, cool. You bringing Marsha down her stuff?
Can I come?
Yeah, I got to go down to see Marsha. I got to go see Mario.
Oh, right on.
Mario.
So that means we're gonna get some cool extra cool animal videos.
I hope so, as long as it's not pouring rain there all day tomorrow.
Oh, is it supposed to? I haven't checked.
Lisa Ann, it was pouring all day there. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, it's been raining on and off here.
You did a dynamite job on the video I watched. Oh my god.
Thank you, thank you. Hopefully this one gets up, the new one gets uploaded before I have to leave in the morning. I already started uploading, but it's so overcast, the internet's going slow.
Oh, it says, yeah, you're going to be having rain tomorrow.
We are?
Yep.
Kendra out in Cali, just checking out our Florida weather.
You know
Like,
what, though? We
it's
need
in
it
my
she's the
so
news
bad.
chick, the weathercaster, you know.
We
I
need
put
it.
in all my people's area, their weather.
Uh-huh.
And for some reason, Robbie's jumped to the front of the list. I'm
But it's
like,
weird because it says that, and we have, like, we didn't get rain till probably 7 o'clock here tonight.
Yeah, it didn't rain until later. It was cloudy all day though, and it looked like it was.
Oh, it was so hot and muggy.
Yeah.
well, let's see. The villages at 12 a.m. Will begin to get their rain, and it will rain through 6 a.m. at least.
I can't with her.
Isn't she a trip?
Yeah.
She trip? Blah, blah. Kendra
Oh,
loves research.
I wish it can't come fast enough right now. It's just so, everything that we gained the other day got soaked up already. So
Um,
it's crazy. The marsh is so dry and it gets wet and then it's there for a day, it soaks up and then it rains 2 days later and it gets wet again. So it's got to get caught up soon.
Where's your umbrella?
What umbrella?
It's 2 blocks away, inside out.
I like singing in the rain, singing in the rain.
I've done that.
Well, we have
I've
no
danced in the rain
rain
in the
coming.
cemetery.
That's cool. I have too.
We have what?
The last thing you need is rain in California. You'll get mudslides.
Oh, very true.
Yeah, well, now we're going into the fire season, but first we have to have this earthquake. They're all predicting.
Oh yeah, that's got to come.
Yeah.
How long has this earthquake been predicting for?
Well, the
Is it the
sightings
big one? 'Cause
recently.
That's
the big one. I need a bigger boat.
We're overdue for 2 of them. That's why it's.
Oh, you're overdue by like 30 years for one of them.
Yeah, that's the one that's there's only one that concerns me. The other one doesn't as much. San Andreas doesn't bother me.
No, the other one's
the other one comes right up at my house. It's right across the street. And so yeah, that one's concerning. But if that one is bad, just because they had a bad design of roadways and tunnels and how our water goes and everything, it has high potential to mess up the water supply for the Bay Area. That's the biggest concern.
Yeah.
But then if you don't have water, you can't stay where you're at.
Even if you have water, you're most of the times you're under a boil restriction thing.
Yeah, and will we have electricity or not? Like those are the things. So even though the structure may be safe and standing, it's the ability to live and function in it. So we'll see. We all just want it to happen to get it over with already.
Yeah.
Right?
And hope all of everybody's pre-planning has worked and it is just okay. And we all just
And
lose a couple
rebuild. You want to
knickknacks.
start to rebuild.
Meanwhile, I was looking for my earthquake glue all day today and I can't find it.
Here's earthquake glue. That sounds so
They
weird.
make something like that? Okay.
Your knickknacks for me, a lot of my crystals, I have to yeah. They use them in museums a lot so that if it shakes, it does not move.
Yeah.
Both of y'all lost your emojis. I don't know what happened, but they're missing.
His appearance made mine leave. No, I'm not close to San Andreas.
To the San Andreas fault?
No, the San Andreas runs from nearly the top of California to the bottom.
To the bottom.
But it's very close to the coast. So I could feel effects from one that was in Northern California, but I'm not close to it. Most of the ones that I've felt in my lifetime have been from that one.
Yeah, she's been living there since she's 5. She's not afraid of anything.
I've only felt aftershocks after the Northridge quake.
So, and that's why you'll see a lot of the fires and houses go up in flames because a gas line breaks is what usually causes that.
Right. I went out to LA. I was going to NAM, and Northridge happened like in the middle of January, and I flew out the day after. And I'm standing in the rent-a-car place, and I was like leaning on a counter, and the counter moved, and I'm like, whoa. And then all of a sudden, I felt like I was riding a skateboard. And I'm clearly standing on flat ground. And I'm like, whoa. It's like the street was just rolling. Like you want to
Usually the big ones hit late night or early morning.
Right.
Oh, yeah, evening.
Yeah.
And there's no such thing as earthquake weather, but yes, there is.
When it's dry and hot.
And it's very still, and the clouds are just a certain way. You're like, oh.
That sounds like Florida sometimes.
Oh, today was so hot.
It was. It was like muggy. Ugh. The rain kind of cooled it off, but not all the way. You know?
Yeah.
Is there anything in the news, Kendra?
Yeah.
Coming inside? I have to go put this on the fridge for Mommy. Come on.
Who's she talking to?
The dog.
What?
I have to go put this on the fridge. Come on. Come on, Heinzie.
On the
Heinzie,
fridge?
I called him my dog.
Play your little tune?
Yeah, I made you a picture.
You drew me a picture? Of boobs? What is that?
That's not boobs.
Boobs.
Oh, those are balls.
It's like this.
The balls.
No, it's like this. What?
Oh, he's back? Oh, that's an ass.
This is
Okay,
ass.
okay.
Come on, you. Come
I'll
on.
have to snap a picture and show everybody what that is.
Go ahead. Hey, draw a picture for your refrigerator, dear.
Okay, that's exactly what I
Oh
want
my
my
goodness, Sue. Thank goodness we tell people check your boxes good all the time.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I gotta do a new one like that, Sue.
Tandy, they say that the earthquakes have nothing at all to do with the temperature of any of it. It just seems to, for some reason, happen that way. But we don't agree. But I guess who are we to argue with the experts?
That's Tebow.
No, that's Big Boy. That's before Tebow.
Oh, okay.
What are you talking about?
I thought it was Tebow.
Why is my picture was there before he got here?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Then you guys changed places. He's above you now. I don't know what happened.
Royalty.
We all say there's your definition of narcissist.
Yeah, me. Definitely.
Part of our topic.
Okay.
Hey,
I'd rather film everybody else doing everything than me doing anything.
I actually pulled a Rosie yesterday. I did something fun, and I went. I pulled the Rosie witchy cackle. It probably wasn't as good, but.
Hal, good night, brother. God bless.
Rosie.
Did we all hear about the orcas that are attacking boats off the coast of Portugal and Spain?
Yeah, what's up with that?
Well, there's an angry female who was once caught in an illegal fisherman's net, and she's still pissed off about it. And they think that she has taught the other whales how to attack the ships. And
Really?
so they have sunk in the month of May so far, they've sunk 3 boats.
Wow.
So
and they think someone taught them how to do it?
They taught the head female orca. because she now relates the boats to being bad from her traumatized experience.
Listen,
so
I had nothing to do with it. I have been in Florida. YouTube videos can prove it. I was not in Spain. I did not teach that whale anything.
So, I mean, that's kind of an interesting little theory, though.
Airtight alibi here.
It's weird to think like the whales could really conceptualize and process and put all those steps together.
Sink them all, baby.
That's fascinating. Well, then isn't there the whale that's also attacking sharks right now?
The killer whales always attack sharks. They love shark livers.
Oh, specifically the liver.
Yeah, that's how they know it's killer whales that are doing it.
Oh. Well, speaking of killer whales, did you hear that all of the senators were suddenly issued sat phones? And they're stating this is just in the event of an emergency, but there's no emergency. Don't worry, but hurry, here's your phone.
Yeah. Don't worry, nothing to see here, folks.
Yeah, we're just issuing out sat phones. So, these 50 people can just talk to somebody, I guess, each other. I don't know.
I'm making barely a picture. I got to go get a peach.
She gets the peach?
No, I did not yet, Wendy.
So we're all not sure what that means, if anything, but it's sort of an odd little thing. Just in case something happens, it'll probably happen Thursday, though, because big events happen on Thursdays.
Thursdays?
That's what the government said.
Okay.
I said
because Friday they're not in session.
Right.
And the news takes over.
So, but don't worry about it. It doesn't mean anything. Nothing will happen.
Yeah, don't worry, people. Just stay calm. Nothing to see here. Look over there.
Don't worry about Russia or anything.
There's a balloon in the sky. Look, quick.
The Russian people are upset with Putin and Russia themselves now, and now they're starting their own war. But don't worry about that. War. The Russian people are now fighting against their government.
Oh.
They think like Putin's a dick.
Well, okay.
So, they finally decided. So now they're starting that over there. So, maybe it has something to do with it. Maybe it has to do with the fact that all of our airplanes are going over there. Don't know.
Oh.
We're just going to be dropping off a few little F-somethings, 16s, 14s, I don't know.
You might be onto something.
Those are outdated.
But we're not allowed to drop off any. So we'd be doing it. So here come the sat phones, just in case. Get your bunkers ready.
Ugh.
But if you want to be found, maybe leave your Google location history on. Do we all have our Google location history on or off?
No, thank you. That's
no,
always
we
off.
don't. We do not do that.
Did we all know that there is such a thing?
Yes, we did.
Well, maybe not everybody knew. I was aware, but there is such a thing as a Google location history. You can toggle that on or off, and Google will, if you look it up, tell you absolutely everywhere you and your phone have been over like a long period of time. So we all might want to turn that feature off.
How do you find that?
How do you find it? It's in your account part of like your Google or Gmail. And then in the settings, there's all kinds of things that it can do in there.
Yeah, you can turn lots of things off that you don't even know is on.
Yeah, like I keep my watch history off just because I don't need it giving me more stuff it thinks I want to watch. I'll pick what I want. Thank you.
Yeah, but all of a sudden my phone is like dying real fast these days, and I don't know why. And it turns out it's because of some stupid app I downloaded.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's WhatsApp actually. But
well, part of the thing with the Google location is that the government is able to, by some loophole of a law, get into it and find out where you've been. And so if you have been anywhere in, say, the area of an abortion clinic and you live in a state where that's not allowed, then either you can be accused of having one, or if you wouldn't be, you could be accused of helping someone to get there and have one. So
That's
that's
like
not very fun, but apparently it started to
ridiculous.
happen. Yeah. I'm like, if I'm in a strange new town and I'm walking down the street and there happens to be one there, like, I don't know. Like, don't be coming after me.
God, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, but now they're allowed to do that. So be careful with your Google. And that goes for any app that might have a locating thing.
Well, that's part of the thing. Like they're kind of recording you. You talk about anything, you say something. Next thing you know, you're seeing ads for it on your screen.
Oh, my favorite is the people you may know section. And you're like, I do know that person, but how do you know I know that person?
Right.
It's because it's like they
I
don't.
think they do that by the people like you're friends with and stuff.
Well, yeah, they do. But there's some people that, no. I know for a fact, I know somebody in the chat mentioned who their husband's name is, and that person has appeared on my I might know list. And I'm not friends with anybody in the chat on social media.
Yeah, I don't do the social media.
But when I went and looked at it and I went, oh, that's them. Like, it was weird.
Yeah.
There's a lot of scary stuff that goes on with your phone.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it proves they listen to everything.
Yeah. You could be having a conversation with your husband or your wife, and next thing you know, there's going to be some guns outside your window and your doors.
Right.
I mean, I kind of don't care because nothing exciting's happening here. What's anybody going to do with it? But at the same time, it's like, oh, it's a little bit creepy.
We got Alexa. I had it for like a day. I plugged it in, and Gabe went, turn that off. And he just refused to have it. So we like, okay, no Alexa here.
You know what happens? They end up arguing with it like it's their girlfriend. I've witnessed it.
Well, you know what else you need to be careful of is any candles you may have purchased at Target, because they are all being recalled because they are exploding and they could kill you.
Oh my God.
What?
Candles?
That's crazy.
Yeah, so they're in a jar, and if it's purchased from Target, not anywhere else, just the Target ones, they have been exploding, and so large shards of glass are coming, and fire and hot wax and the whole bit. So yes, all of those, you can take them back to your local Target.
What caused that?
They didn't say, but it's it's probably in the stuff that they put in the wick mixed with the chemicals that they made the compound of the wax of the candle. Did not go well.
I love how
That's crazy.
She keeps me up to date on this shit.
Right, Tandy? The government
that
keeps
is
secrets,
insane.
but we're not allowed.
Did you know that, Robbie?
That is crazy. What's that?
They're building a Target over here soon, next to Lowe's.
Yeah, I'll never go in there.
Target? You don't like Target?
Never. I will never ever step foot in a Target.
Oh,
why?
Boy.
Why are they so angry at Target?
They have candles up
They
below.
are putting all this. No, they are putting all this LGBTQDYXZFW stuff in there that's for little children.
Oh, come on.
Toddler clothes.
Oh my God.
But what if the toddler is being dressed in rainbow to support their parents who are gay or trans?
Good question.
That's fine.
Well, then that's just maybe why Target sells it.
Yeah.
But
it's my right as a human being not to shop there.
That's right.
There you go.
All right.
Now,
see, like, I won't go to Starbucks because years ago, well, I don't drink coffee that much to go anyway, but I still wouldn't go. I go to Dunkin' Donuts. but because years ago the military had requested Starbucks.
Don't even tell me they didn't.
And they refused. Yeah. I was like, really? Like, okay.
Yeah,
well,
but since then, Starbucks has also donated to the military and done stuff.
Well, I don't know about that. I just know that they did it, and from that point forward, I was like, I'll never go to Starbucks.
I walked all the way over
But
there.
I don't know that they changed.
I
that.
really don't care. That's when I will be my true narcissist and be like, I want my Starbucks. I don't care who they support or don't support.
There's Kendra's narcissistic behavior.
Yeah, because I mean, but people also like to boycott Hobby Lobby because they're closed on Sunday for church, and that's their
come
belief.
on.
So that, and it is as a crafter person and stuff. It is, and you go out on the weekends with your family. You do your errands. It is annoying when you go, oh, they're closed, but I don't boycott the whole store for it. I get what I need and I leave.
I got something to tell you if you didn't hear yet. They're tearing up Sunset Stripping.
Oh yeah, Sunset Strip.
The Viper Room will no longer be there.
Yeah, they're knocking the whole street down.
They're knocking the whole block down on that side. Gil Turner's, the Viper Room, all that.
What? The Viper Room's on the other side. What are you talking about?
Where Gil Turner's is right across from the tattoo shop. That's right there.
Right. It's by the Rainbow.
No. Gil Turner's is down right across from the whiskey. Well, right across from Tattoo Mania, right next door to the Viper Room.
Right. So they're knocking down that side of the street. What? Because the hotel right there, the building.
They're putting the high rises there. They're putting apartment buildings.
What? Like they need that there? Whatever. They've done so much stuff. I don't think they can do it to the other side of the street though. Because I think that's what do you call it? They're historical buildings.
What was it? Turner's Liquor or whatever liquor store?
Turner's Liquor. It was Gil Turner's liquor store.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Chick-fil-A is another one.
I don't think the Viper Room would be considered a historic building. The Rainbow would, the Whiskey would. Oh.
The other side of the street is. But what's a Minijiggy was historic and they tore it down.
Which one?
Gazzari's.
They didn't tear the building down. The building's still there. They just changed it.
No, they tore down Gazzari's.
Last time they changed it to bar. It was not bar one.
Bar one was down further under the bank.
Bar one was down further, not bar one.
I think it's called the Viper Room Project.
It was called Billboard Live. And then, I didn't.
Good night, Lisa Ann.
I don't think they tore it down. Good night, Lisa.
It's California Sunset Strip.
So let's talk about Texas and how fucked up they are.
What happened in Texas? Oh my gosh.
It's always California. Well, the governor there's odd, and he's decided that if you have
Ted Cruz,
he's not the governor.
He's a senator.
He's a senator.
Okay.
So
much I know
they
about Texas.
have decided that if you drive an e-car, electric car in Texas, part of people being intrigued by those was the cost and the savings on some things in the beginning. And he said, no more that. Since you don't buy gasoline, you don't pay gasoline tax. So I still want that tax money, though. So they now have to pay an additional fine.
Mileage tax.
They call it a
Good
fine
night, Peggy.
for owning that type of vehicle.
Good night, Peggy. Love you, honey. God bless.
So people are mad for all reasons around it, but one of the reasons is because he's labeled it a fine and it's making it seem like they've done something bad. And I guess in an interview, he said, well, they did. They're not supporting America. I don't know. I don't see it being dramatic as all that, but it is kind of a bummer that they are going to start to work around getting more money out of us if we have electric vehicles.
They're getting enough if we don't.
Like,
I mean,
it
God,
doesn't stop.
I
They'll
was
figure out a
surprised
way.
when I got gas today. It was down
You
to
guys, you
330.
guys, I said this in the beginning when they were started pushing the electric cars off the beginning. Everyone was saying, look how much money you'll save just on gas. And I said, BS, because they'll figure a way to tax you a mileage tax where the car's odometer is going to be read by the government like your phone is, and they will tax you per mile that you drive it.
Well, they
And they'll
also,
tax you for the electric you have charging it.
yeah, they already raised the electric. So, yeah, it's just another weird.
It's just another tax. Listen, if you truly want to stop global warming, you truly want to stop it, you go and you attack China. China is doing everything. They're creating the batteries for these electric cars. How do you think they get the minerals for the batteries? How do you think that they get this? All their fossil fuels that they use is double what America uses, double what Russia uses. They are the #1 consumer of fossil fuels in the world, and they don't pay any taxes on it.
Who would they be paying taxes to?
That's the problem. All these people think they have the answer to global warming, and the answer is it's not there, what they're coming up with, because it's just ridiculous.
Right,
You
Wendy?
know?
Well, now,
This is not the color.
those of you who are plant eaters, or if you have a floral smell to yourself, you will naturally keep mosquitoes away. But if you're a meat eater or you smell musky, mosquitoes will flock to you.
I can't.
That's a lie.
No, it's a scientific fact.
No, it isn't. Can't be. I barely get eaten up.
I get eaten up all the time. Actually, I
I
must
don't,
say,
and
I have
I'm the
pretty
furthest
good.
thing in the world from being a vegetarian.
Well,
Who,
I
you,
don't think you
Robbie?
need to be a vegetarian as much as you need
I
to
tried it.
enjoy plantilia more, I think.
I have meat with
Plantilia?
every single meal.
Did she say
Uh-oh,
plantilia?
he's snoring.
I did.
I mean, he's yawning.
So, just something to think about. Spray a little flowery stuff on you before you're going to go into mosquito den. See if it works.
It just makes you them bite you more. That's my experience.
Yeah. That was
I
last time I was
get
at
bit.
Robbie's. We were all sitting outside, and it was night, and there were
I wasn't
mosquitoes
getting bit
flying
at all.
over the place, and I thought I was getting bit like crazy,
No
and
seams.
I didn't see anything.
No seams.
No,
I
didn't
don't
see
even get tore up by no-see-ums.
I don't get bit here, but if I go back east, I get eaten alive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Different
usually
kind of
get
bug.
eaten alive, but when we were at Robbie's that one night where they were all over us, I
That's
didn't see
incredible.
not one bite on me.
Were you sitting around a campfire?
No, I was sitting around. He has a light that goes on with the motion detector light.
Oh, yeah.
And it kept going on and off. But there was like a bunch of us sitting out there.
Hmm.
They were just flying all over the place.
And just to warn you all, if you're not a YouTube subscriber and paying the fees, you're going to
Yeah,
have to face the ads. YouTube is bringing back the 32-second unskippable ad. And if you pause a video ever while it's paused, it will now play ads.
I get that. Yeah.
Ugh.
They got to make their money.
Because
somehow.
they want us
get
to
that.
just pay to watch commercials.
Everybody wants paid. It's just a crazy world we live in.
Well, I don't pay the fees, so I watch the ads because I don't really understand what I'd be paying for exactly. So
I actually pay it. I get the premium on the iPad,
Okay.
but on the TV,
Yeah.
I don't have that set up on there because I don't log into the account. I let the ads play. I don't mind ads sometimes because with the channels that I watch, I feel like it's supporting them because that's how they monetize. They get paid off the views of the ads, so it doesn't bother me to watch the ads. Because that to me is supporting it.
But I have to watch 2 videos 30 seconds long back to back every 4 minutes. I won't be watching your channel, is what it comes
Yeah,
down
but
to.
you got to remember when you have a video out, the video creator decides where to place the ads.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And that's why they are money hungry, and you can tell when that starts to happen.
Right.
That's why I go, I'm no longer
Yeah, if you're
interested.
seeing ads like every 4 minutes at a 30-minute video, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. We place our ads 10 minutes apart.
When is it appropriate for me to give you my opinion on a video I watched, Robbie? If it's not tonight, then we'll do it another time.
You can do it anytime. I don't care.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just didn't want to interrupt. I don't know if I'm crazy about that guy. I think his name is Paul.
Paul?
Yeah. It kind of upset me. He was like purposely doing shit on the film.
No, it's
Like,
Paul's a different type of gator. He's from down south, and the way they do stuff is they wear the gator out. That way they can
okay,
handle it easier.
that
And
explains it then. Okay.
I'm old school. I don't do that.
Yeah,
I
I
catch
didn't
it,
see you do that.
get it taped up. That way there's less chance of the animal getting hurt. There's less chance of the people getting hurt. And I move it as fast as possible to get it back to the marsh or relocated or whatever.
Right.
I just don't do
Seems like
that.
a better way to
You
handle
know,
things. Yeah.
it can be, but it can't be. It's a two-edged sword because sometimes when you noose a gator, they roll and they do hurt themselves, and when you wear them out, they build up a lot of lactic acid, and they take longer to recoup. But
Lactic acid, huh? They do that.
it's
Wow.
it's just which way you prefer doing it. And he does it that way, I do it my way. And by no means am I saying his way is wrong because I've done it his way too. I just like getting in and out of there.
Doubt.
I don't
Yeah.
like staying there longer than I have to. I like getting the animal caught, under control, in the vehicle, and gone.
Sounds like a good plan. Yeah, I was just kind of stressed out for that alligator, but okay. But now that you explained it, I get it. Thank you.
Yeah, I understand people's concerns about it, but Paul is incredible at handling gators. He's very good and he loves the animals dearly. He really, really does.
He
And
doesn't. He doesn't shake a muscle when that alligator, like goes at him.
because it's like it's the same thing I do. I know my limitations. I know where that animal can move to. And Paul and I were talking about it too. Every once in a while, you try to get the animal to jump up at you, and every once in a while, most of the times they just jump once or twice.
Hmm.
But every once in a while, you'll get one that hops 3 times, and then it's like, whoa, I'm out of room. I can't move
Gotcha.
because your momentum isn't going in the right direction, and it's just different styles, and that's what I love about having Paul come up and do some catches with us because Scott and Z see how that's done, and they know when you see Scott and Z doing something, they don't do it that way because they do it the way I taught them.
Yeah.
But
Oh, absolutely.
it's just like I don't know if I don't when I train people to do animals, I want people to do it my way. And then when they've got my way mastered, they can go on and discover their own way to do it.
Very cool.
It's weird.
Well, the problem is some people would have to travel to Florida. And right now, there's a travel advisory board.
Crooked movie.
They put an abrupt warning to not travel to Florida.
Did
Why?
they?
Yes, if you are non-white or a non-citizen or non-heterosexual the same sex as you were born person. They're
That is
asking
such
you to please
BS.
refrain from traveling for your safety and others to Florida. So much so that it has been noted that it is especially dangerous for Blacks and LGBTQ people to, if they are current residents, try to relocate out of
What?
state. Yeah.
Why
And
is this?
Europe has had a mass cancellation. They still do the whole
He's so
travel
educated on this.
people. There you go with the travel agent. They still do their stuff like that. So their travel agents have all said every single American vacation has been canceled if it is to Florida.
That is not true.
That's what they're saying. The Europeans are claiming they're all
See,
canceling.
who's giving you these facts? U.S. News?
No, no, this came from, as a matter of fact, this came from the UK.
Oh my goodness. Then
That's what
why
they're
are
saying.
then why are the planes full coming from London, coming
Well,
from all over
because,
Europe?
it's the people that probably book vacations very specifically right around here that went through the travel agencies that maybe that they did, because usually they'll have insurance, they'll have packages. And if
Sounds
there's
like
some
people that don't like
reneging,
DeSantis.
I mean, now, West Coast people who have halted their travel plans as well, but for different reasons. But it is basically considered unsafe because of the high level of hate that's being pushed against anybody that is non-white and not heterosexual.
That's not true at all. There's nothing but love in Florida.
Well, Florida has made some new interesting laws and rules. Can't deny that, but
Yeah.
I think Kendra's
it's
just looking for excuses for her to not come here.
no,
Hey.
I don't care. I'm,
What new rule did Florida
well,
do?
look
That
at
they
me. I'm
can't
a white
have
woman. I'm not going to be attacked. I'm safe. I'm
Florida's
allowed to
new
travel
rule.
there.
Oh, great. Florida's new rule is you can't have uh what's a Midgiggies teach in schools, read books in schools to classes.
No, they want all Floridians to be
You
stupid. No more books in schools.
no more drag queens teaching reading books to elementary school kids.
I'm with that. Yeah.
Why should drag queens be allowed to go into our elementary schools and read books to kids? In
What?
that manner, why don't we have porn stars go do it too? And why don't we have strippers go do it too?
I don't know. Why don't we?
Why does that belong in school?
I don't know.
It doesn't.
We're there to learn arithmetic.
Because
We're there
they're
to
trying
learn
to expose
history.
they're trying to expose the children to all different kinds of people. That's, I think,
No,
the point and why they were initially trying to do it.
no, come on.
Why
Come on.
else? What did they want them to do? It's a man dressed as a woman. And he's going to read a story. What else would there be to have that happen for, other than to show that there's all kinds of adults in the world?
Weren't they like reading stories on like sexual stuff though?
Yeah.
I don't know what they were reading, but
I'm sorry, that's
Listen,
wrong.
kids have elementary school kids are there to learn how to socialize and get the basics of reading and writing and arithmetic and that.
But if it's been proven in developmental processes that if things are not brought to the attention of children at a young age and they are kept in a bubble, and then they're suddenly teenagers, and now they're suddenly introduced to this whole world of all this crazy sexual stuff, they're going to be against what they are not familiar with, what is scary to them. So if they stay in their white bubble and never see a black person or an Asian person, they're not going to like them.
Well, that's not true. I can tell you that right now because I went to high school.
That's not true at all.
And
but
that's what
they are proving has happened.
Versus like 5 Asian people in my high school. And the rest were all, I guess, considered white. And I have no problem with anybody from any race. So I don't believe that teacher.
And see, that's the problem, because it didn't affect or treat us a certain way, or we don't feel that way. We don't believe that it's true because we can't believe that anybody could be like that. But it is. That's what they're trying to say.
But Kendra,
And that
there
on
was
the
like
whole,
1,500 kids in my school. How was that like?
but I'm
And there's
saying as
people
a
that are my
whole,
age that-
I'm not the one doing the studies, but
I'm just
I'm
saying,
reading
there's
them.
people that were in my school that are gay, bi, trans, the whole 9 yards. But
even when you were in there,
There was
yeah,
nobody
but I didn't know
trans.
it.
I didn't know. Yeah,
I didn't
had
know
no
what they
clue.
are now, but it didn't affect me.
No.
You know what I mean? It didn't affect.
I
I don't
had no
understand
idea.
why these young like kindergartners and first graders need to
Because
be.
as more accepting and common as it's become, those people
I don't
have
think that they
become
need to be
parents.
thinking of things like that at that age.
Yeah, but
They
listen,
should be like
they have
there's enough
become
there that they need to
parents.
learn.
They've become parents. Their kids are in kindergarten. They're one of the parents. They're not allowed on the school grounds. Where the fuck's their kids supposed to go to school? Why are these children
Them not
crying
being
because
allowed
they
Who
on
hear
said
their
they weren't allowed
father?
on the school grounds?
That's what has happened in one of the families. It was on the news.
Oh, that's terrible.
They have to stay on the sidewalk. They are not allowed on the property of the school grounds because they
Treat
have
them like
banned them.
they're a freak.
Where's that at?
Oh my god.
I don't know where it was.
Okay,
It's
well,
not in
that's
Florida.
not right.
It was in Florida. What about the
No, it's
family
not.
that has the gay brother who's married to a gay man, and they were babysitting their niece, and the neighbor got all upset about it and called the cops. And the mom and dad were on like a romantic weekend getaway, and they get a call from CPS, from the police. Their brother got arrested, and this whole thing, and they had to come back and they had to get their kid because, and she was crying, and she said, now I can no longer have my own brother babysit my daughter because he's not safe with her, apparently, according to the people of Florida.
Well, see, that's wrong, and I don't think it's according to
That's
the
But the
wrong.
laws were adjusted by the governor or whomever that became totally legal to do.
Mm-mm. There's something missing there.
That
Yeah,
why
there's
there,
something
look it up.
missing.
There's numerous stories where these people are coming forward and saying that it's happened, and they're scared.
I don't think it's
I
right
don't. Yeah.
to you can't block them. I mean, if that's what they're doing, that's wrong. From like going to the school or anything like that, if they have children there, whatever. That's completely wrong. But as far as them going to classrooms and teaching kids, first graders and kindergartners about, especially even the sexual thing, reading books like I Have Two Daddies. What's wrong with that? People have two daddies. People have two moms.
Yeah.
They're not allowed to do that anymore either.
That's
Well,
They're not
not.
allowed to teach about any gay stuff, and that's gay stuff. That's what they're labeling it as.
Well, I don't know, but the whole transgender thing and them making an issue to do it, make an issue to not have it, I just think it's just wrong.
Well, and that's
wrong.
that's the whole thing, is if all the parents are allowed to take a different time to go into work in the classroom, because they do that at the young ages,
Right.
one parent is being singled out as not being allowed to do that.
Well, if all the parents are doing it, then they should be allowed to do it. But
they can't.
What are they doing when they're in there? What I saw was transgenders going in there teaching the children how to be transgender, and then talking about sexual stuff. I saw that on the news.
Okay? To kindergartners
and first graders.
DeSantis is.
They're not even allowed to talk about sexual stuff. That's like a national law with the kids that age.
These kids were little kids. Okay,
they had to have been older
too. I don't know, but it was little. They were little. They were young kids. And they were
Wait a minute. Stop. Betty Dietman says yes because DeSantis is trying to erase Black history. DeSantis doesn't try to erase Black history.
He doesn't allow any teachings about Black history to be in the schools anymore. He had it all removed.
That's not true at all.
They just passed it. I mean, that's what they're telling us.
Well, what they're
I'm not in Florida. I don't go to school. I don't know, but
that's not true at all.
DeSantis isn't having Black history removed.
No, that is
How do you know he's not?
How do you know
Because
he
I've
is?
read the bills. Read the bills.
No way.
Stop and listen. Stop listening to the press and read the bills.
Why are the teachers saying that? Why are there a lot of articles saying that he's doing it? I mean,
because they're not reading the bills. They're listening to read the bills. And he didn't erase all these books. I have two daddies and stuff. He erased a lot of books that you have sexual explicit things. There's a couple books that he got rid of that I didn't agree with, but he did. And I don't know where you draw the line in the books a kid can reach. I guess you can in the libraries, what your library can have. But it's just craziness.
Well, and it's, you know, whenever anybody doesn't agree with something or they think that it isn't really happening, that's when the journalists are lying, the news people always lie. But when they are saying information that people agree with, then it's true and it's right.
Oh, no, I say Fox lies all the time.
Well, Fox, yeah, Tucker Carlson just revealed that one.
I say all of them lie.
I like Tucker Carlson. Well, I did. I don't watch him anymore.
Fox
I really
5?
He's fired.
Yeah, he got
I
fired.
don't even know. But here's the thing. If you want to know something, go and read those bills. Go and read what's really going on. Don't read the newspapers. Don't read the social media. Don't even watch the dang news. Go find out for yourself. Go look and read those bills. I'm sorry if you don't want to read something that might be like 1,000 pages long.
I'll tell you something DeSantis just did, and
that's the
from studies done, it benefited black men more than anything. Was if you were ever arrested and your case was dropped or you were found not guilty,
they can't find you online.
They now have to take that, expunge it from your record. And that's because of all the bullshit marijuana charges that was a higher percentage of black people than anything else that carried those charges and couldn't get an apartment or anything because it still shows on your record you were charged with it. So one thing DeSantis just did was he expunged all those charges. If you were never prosecuted and found guilty, it automatically gets expunged.
That's why you can't find me in the Florida jail.
So they cannot find it.
Yeah, I love it. Can I grab baby scissors?
And that was mainly a larger number of black and Hispanic people had those charges than white people.
Right. So
you're going to tell me he's against the black man and
well, if the black man and the Hispanic man are legal citizens, he doesn't have as much of a problem as if they're illegal, because then he'll pack them up on a bus and ship them the fuck out.
And see, that's what I don't understand. Everybody's making this big stink of illegal citizens. You know what? My parents, when they came to this country in 1960, they had to go through the proper procedure to come in this country. They had to learn the language. They had to become an American citizen. And now you think just because you want to walk into this country and live here, you can? Without becoming a proper, just... Dude,
but there's a process to go through it, and upon entering, these people are getting taken, like they haven't even had a moment yet to try and do the process. Like they should be allowed that. Now, if they're here 2, 3, 4 years and they haven't done diddly squat, that's another thing. Believe me, I'm in California. We're rampant here with them.
Listen, all these illegal immigrants that are working, doing jobs, you guys got to
become a citizen just because they have a job, in my opinion.
Right.
They still need to. There's fees you have to pay. There's classes you have to take. There's tests you have to take.
100%.
Fill out. I mean, we helped this man that works with my mother's business. We were the ones who did his letters of recommendation and explained all the different things about him and his family. And he did it correctly. He got a business here. He had a tax ID number. He paid taxes on it. He filled out the forms. It took 9 years because the process was so long. But he was able to do that. And then at the very end, his son had turned 18 and went to college, and that helped bump him up to the top of
Now,
the list.
stop and think of this, though, other hand, too. All these illegal immigrants that are working here and they're getting paid under the table, they're not paying taxes, and they are getting subsidized now from our government. Where do you think that money comes from? That comes from Social Security. That's what's going to kill our Social Security for all the people that have worked all these years. That comes from money that supports our military. That comes from money that supports our VA hospitals. That comes from money that people that fought for this country don't get medical care.
What about the
That
fact that
is
if
messed
there's
up.
illegal immigrants and all their children get free breakfast and lunch and snack, even in the summer when school's not in session, they get
Right.
free backpacks and lunch boxes.
They
They get free school supplies. They get all their field trips waived. Oh, they get a ton of stuff. You
Yeah.
get free cheese, yogurt, bread, milk. You get a ton of free stuff for being illegal. Don't even get me started on the healthcare.
That too.
Okay, so I'm kind of lost here. Are you upset that DeSantis is trying to keep illegals out?
No, how he treats them is very poor. And
let's talk about how they get treated. You had one child die under Trump's watch, 4 years, illegal immigrants on
we're talking
the
about
border.
him. We're not
You
talking
had
about
two.
Trump and anybody. We're talking
You
about
had
DeSantis.
two. Yeah, but DeSantis wasn't even. DeSantis had told ICE and everything that not to bother to take them in.
But they have a right to just be treated like humans until they act dishuman like. And that's what there is not happening.
But they're not getting gathered up here.
Well, that's because they've already made it in past the border. They're only gathering at the borders. Once they show up, though, and they're all at one place to go and do some kind of paperwork, they shut it down and put them all on a bus. And it was like, what was that about? They weren't doing anything wrong yet. That's not treating people very humanly. You got to at least treat them humanly.
Yeah.
Is DeSantis running for president?
Yes.
He announced with Elon.
What?
He announced it with Elon.
With Elon. He's running with Elon?
On Twitter.
Tesla, Elon, rocket ship boy.
On Twitter.
DeSantis is running with Elon Musk?
No.
Oh.
He's running for president, and he has not announced a running mate yet.
He was just with Elon doing it, the announcing.
He announced it on Twitter.
I guess Elon's supporting him, perhaps.
Was this recently? Because
when did this happen?
Yes.
Today.
Oh,
okay. I'm like, what? Okay, so he's going. So that means Trump's not running?
No, they haven't. We don't know what his deal is.
No one's really announced anything yet. Except
Trump said he's running for president, but he never said in 2024.
He didn't do the official paperwork and stuff around it yet.
Did DeSantis say he was running in 2024?
Yes.
Okay. That sucks for Florida. I don't know, man. This is like a tough topic. People see it one way, and other people see it the other. It's
no matter what you have, I don't care if a Republican gets in there or a Democrat gets in there. It's all crooked. It's all crooked. We need someone who's not a politician in there. And this government needs to be overhauled but the problem with it is...
But it's not just the presidency that needs to be overhauled.
No, it's not. It's the senators, it's the
Yes,
Congress, it's
Congress
everything.
None of the
especially.
positions need to go longer than 8 years.
Yeah. They need a term limit of 8 years
They need an
on it.
age cap on it too, because
Yeah.
Ah,
oh my
Yeah.
God.
Because we got a president in there now who can't think of anything, can't even put two words
We've
together
had
except
too
for
many
ice cream.
presidents get too old in that
Yes, Phil,
office.
you may.
You know, there's been too many times that's been something that has upset people, with the president and the vice president being too old.
Yeah,
no,
it's
no,
it's
no,
just
no.
it's just ridiculous. It's
Sorry.
You need to just
Yeah.
vote for, you not worry about the parties and their labels. Whomever is in agreement with your values and beliefs, and that's what you have to do.
Vote for me. You guys will be straight.
You know what? Just the way this whole thing started, it's like I really just believe that in order for you to find out the truth, you got to do the research yourself, and nobody wants to. Nobody wants
dude.
to.
Listen. We have a man in presidency right now who is one of the most racist persons in the United States, and the
And that's going
only
back and researching everything he's done
go
his
listen to
entire
any of his
career.
go look up any of his stuff when he was in there talking about the jungles, the schools. He doesn't want his kids being in the jungle, and just stupid, idiotic BS.
I can't
And
believe that guy's president. If you watch some of the speeches that he did years and years and years ago, just the way the guy talked is like, what the hell is he saying? I mean, he was
dude, this
always
guy
like
made
that. I can't
Archie
believe he.
Bunker look like a saint. And just because he said you're not black if you don't vote for me,
What?
it was like what?
Yeah.
What
But
just came out of
I
your
still
mouth?
believe that if you want the truth, you need to go and research things yourself, especially like them sneaking like crazy things into bills to get things passed. You'll be thinking you got a health care bill happening, and meanwhile they're throwing something in line like on page like 982 about guns. And you don't even know it's there, and automatically it gets passed, boom, and now you have a different gun law or something like that. They do things like that all the time. But
Dude,
you
and
don't
and
realize or you don't know unless someone's going and reading it. But nobody wants to because the damn thing's 1,000 pages long. So you're not reading everything. You got to go and read stuff for yourself. Like this goes like even with like all the COVID crap. You got to go and read you got to read every
dude,
line.
stop. This
But
COVID
it's
crap,
true.
stop. I
But
know, but
COVID, I was
listen,
saying COVID, everything.
listen.
All the stuff
It's
going
not
on.
only that. It's stop. It's like, how come we haven't discovered a cure for cancer by now? How come
There's
we
a
haven't
cure
done
out
that?
there.
You want to know why? Because pharmaceutical companies,
Oh yeah.
they are the ones who
Yeah.
pay for medical schools. They are the ones who fund medical schools. They
Yeah.
are the
How
one who
often do you go to
fund
the
medical
doctor?
research. They are the ones who fund doctors and everything.
Yeah,
And
when you go
they
to a doctor's office,
control.
how many? When you go to the doctor's office, do you always see at least one person in there with a briefcase going in to speak to somebody?
Yeah,
I
It's
maybe
did.
that's the
ridiculous.
pharmaceutical rep.
I did more than one, a couple of times. I mean, they barter with doctors and everything.
Yeah.
I don't trust a lot of that, but I'm just saying you need to like just research stuff for yourself. Stop believing things everybody's
People
saying.
were so worried about big
Research
oil.
yourself. No matter
I'm
what
like,
the subject, research
uh,
yourself. Don't believe things
people
that
were
people
so
say.
worried about big oils who runs this country. And that's BS. Big pharmaceuticals, what runs the world.
Oh yeah. No doubt.
It's just
Nice, Phil.
crazy. I
Very good,
know
Phil. Good for you.
Phil's doing awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations, brother. God bless you, man. Yeah, there's just it's called population control. They need people to die. Bill Gates even said we need how many thousands of people to die before the year what was it, 2028?
But now they say that we're not going to have enough people.
Yeah, because they did this big mass kill off.
Well, wasn't he supposed to be good at math? Wasn't any of these people supposed to be good with the numbers? Because if they thought there was too many, so then they killed a bunch of people off, and now they go, oops, there's not enough.
It's insane. And you guys think it's bad now? Just wait till this AI shit starts really taking over, because they can do voices, they can do video, they can do everything. So you're never going to know what's true or not.
Well, that's.
And if you guys think the hackers can't hack into AI, you're very mistaken. Hackers have crashed every unbeatable system. They've hacked into the US government, for God's sakes.
I love the hackers. They're so impressive.
They
really are.
really are, but
when they go over and when they go after pedophiles and stuff sometimes,
oh my God, it's great.
Fun to watch them torment them.
Yeah. And you guys think all this stuff, look at all these elites that are involved in human trafficking. And how come here's a man who was put in jail and supposedly committed suicide in jail, and we've never seen the list? It's never been released.
Right.
What is going on here? Whose names are you trying to hide?
Who are you talking about? Sorry, I was gone for a minute.
They're still alive and they're still
Epstein's list.
I think that a lot of them, though, are they're older men and names where most of us are not going to know who they are.
And they won't release it because Trump's name isn't on it.
Well, I don't know why he doesn't get his people to be able to get it released if that's the case either. You know, why are none of the people getting into any trouble for it regardless?
It's crazy. It's insane. You got his partner in jail serving I don't know how many years, but how come her client list hasn't been released, or how come those people on her client list hasn't been arrested?
They're all government officials.
Well, there's a new film that's coming out called Sound of Freedom about a man who devotes his life to rescuing victims of global sex traffickers. And it's apparently supposed to be very good. And the person putting the movie out is now suddenly having trouble keeping it in theaters because some high up officials don't like it.
Yeah, they don't want it there.
So that seems to reveal there's some truth to whatever they're saying.
Sorry. Dang.
Yeah, it's we the American people run this country. How come we don't know what's on Biden's laptop?
Oh, on his son's thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. But I mean, his son, was he in a position in American government that we would have the rights to do that, though? Or was he just a citizen then?
He was his dad was vice president. So yeah, we do have the rights to it.
I don't think that's why. I think that's why, though. I don't think that it covered into his son's personal thing.
It covers into your immediate family when you are president or vice president.
But he didn't live with him.
That is immediate family. Your offspring is immediate family, living with you or not living with you. And he was.
Why are they able to go after Donald Trump Jr. or Ivanka Trump?
His son was in the White House constantly.
Yeah, if you're in the White House,
maybe that was why. I don't know why. I would be honestly pissed off at my parents for taking on those positions then, because like, get the fucking these people out of my business.
Yeah.
I would be like, what the hell? I didn't choose to run for office and save the world. Get out of my stuff.
It's absolutely ridiculous. It's just so corrupt. It's sickening. And
How
if
do we
you,
get on this topic? Oh my God.
I don't know.
You go political and then everybody gets all angry and mad
That's
and whatever.
that's why I hate Republicans and Democrats. It's all BS. Hello, Mimi. They're
Hey,
all
Mimi.
crooked. They all are crooked. They all are taking payoffs from someone.
Right.
It's when you find Clarence Thomas is taking payoffs from different people. Are you kidding me?
Well, I mean, the
Yeah.
thing is, when you're going after children and spouses and you're actually finding things, that shows there was reason to, whether they're
Right.
Republican or Democrat, it doesn't matter. But
Exactly.
so, I don't think it's so much a tit for tat game as they're all very corrupt, doing corrupt things, but people don't want to admit there's anybody corrupt on their side. But there is, it's across the
There,
board.
it is. It's across the board. I hate to say it, but Washington is a swamp.
The
You
whole
know,
place
Yep.
is.
and
Have you
I hate
seen
using that word because I love the swamp, but that that makes Washington is just like Sodom and Gomorrah. I can't even say it
Gomorrah?
now, Gomorrah, because I'm so pissed off. Thank you, Kendra. But it's Sodom and Gomorrah. That's what Washington is, and it's just sick payoffs everywhere, and it's it's disgusting.
Well, you know what's disgusting is, so have you seen Dianne Feinstein? She's basically dying in a wheelchair and they're pushing her around the government because she is not being released out of her seat in California because of who's going to replace her and they don't like it.
Right.
That is so, and it's only for a year and a half because then we have elections again. So what is the big deal for a year and a half?
I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's stupid. That woman needs to go be in peace in her final time because it looks like, I mean, she looks like a skeleton in a wheelchair. It is horrible.
Yeah.
It's just so
8-year
mean.
terms and that's it.
She's done 65 years.
I know.
I haven't been paying attention to any of this, so I don't even know who you're talking about.
Well,
as far as who's supposed to replace her, I don't.
She's
I
a
don't know.
senator from California.
she's been
How
in
is Otter Creek?
forever.
We don't deal with Otter Creek.
It's got enough politics problems over there too.
Right? Mimi needs to come down south.
Oh, this isn't in the charge.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Just
Crazy.
You never fully dressed without a smile.
You never fully dress.
You know it. I love you. I told her.
Well, we were gonna do or we're gonna start a new mini series thing, kind of like a "What would you do"
oh gosh.
type of scenario.
Did you know?
Do you know? And just have discussions about certain scenarios and what you would do if you were ever in them. But Kendra actually had a funny one. What was the one you were gonna say today?
So, what would you rather have happen?
Awesome, Mimi.
Would you rather have
I
to
want to know.
watch your parents have sex or have your parents watch you have sex?
Oh my goodness. How do you come up with this? Oh my God, you weird California people.
It's because I've been reading about all this Florida nonsense.
And yet it's a California person that comes up with this question.
I'm trying to catch up so I can be loud into the state.
Oh my goodness.
God.
I don't want to get stuck in the travel ban.
You're exiled.
So the question is, what would you do, or what would you rather? Watch your parents have sex, or allow them to watch you have sex?
I'd rather be blind, thank you.
Kendra belongs in the villages. I agree,
No!
Wendy.
Wendy, no, she doesn't. Keep her out of Florida. It's minds like that kill us in this state.
Oh my God. CPR says he's scared enough.
That's it. I'm running for governor of Florida, and Kendra will be exiled.
No, you have to choose one.
No, you don't. That's the beautiful
That's
thing
the
about being
question.
human.
That's the question. Well, here's the thing, okay? My parents are not. They're no longer here. They're no longer here, right? And the way I see it is that they're up there. They can see all, right? So if I'm having sex, they can see it anyway. So there you go. I would much rather not watch them have sex. But that's my scenario. That doesn't mean it's everybody else's.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Sue, that's the first time I'll say thank goodness for that. Because both my mom and dad have passed on. God bless you, Mom and Dad. I love you. No disrespect, but oh, Mom, Dad, you see my problems here.
I couldn't even imagine that.
That's the whole thing is that these types of questions are most disturbing and hard to answer. But you can't like default into they're dead or I'll go blind. Like, what would if you have to pick? There's a gun to your head. You have to pick.
Pull the trigger.
You never gave it to her?
No, you did.
I know I did. I tried it too. It's not that bad.
Because nobody wants either scenario. Nobody does.
No,
but
I can't even see the chat.
Oh damn. Yeah.
Dude, this is it's a crazy, insane question.
Well, you want an easy question? Like, would you prefer to eat lettuce every day for the rest of your life or like chew gum all day long? Like, who cares?
I think I'd like to chew gum all day long.
Right?
I'd rather eat steak.
Right.
With a side of steak.
No, that's just like a question, you know. The series that I'm talking about doing is like a real like life scenario, like not like a joke or something funny, but like a real scenario that's possible. Like, what would you do if, like, I don't know,
your house went into default and you had a plane bankruptcy?
No, not even that. But like I've seen some questions, like, you know, not that this is real, but what would you do if you were there was a zombie apocalypse? You know, like something stupid like that. But like,
real.
I just said that. Did you not hear me? What's that?
Yeah, but I mean,
oh, good. I just said this one's not real, but I'm just saying, like, there's certain.
You said a zombie apocalypse isn't real. Go to the streets of LA or Miami.
I'm just saying, like, certain scenarios. We're gonna do, like, put scenarios out there, and what would you do in them? But that was when a question. Kendra had a "What would you do?" question. What would you choose?
Sang.
Right? Who sang?
No. Yes. Yeah.
I just did it. Who
sang? It has to be louder. It echoes.
I can't. It didn't echo. Who sang?
No, I don't think you put your lips against it.
What do? You just talk like that?
Yeah.
It's not doing it. Hello?
What would you do if you were swimming and you lost your bathing suit?
Keep swimming.
Just keep swimming?
I'd ask someone for a towel.
Keep swimming.
All right, see, there's answers right there.
I'd just get out of the water. I don't care.
What would you do if you hooked onto a muskie in a kayak?
What's a muskie?
Yeah. What's a muskie
going to do to a kayak? I hooked onto an 7 foot, what was it?
The alligator.
7'5"
Mhm.
alligator.
Yes, I
Mhm.
watched.
Mm.
In a very shallow boat, sir.
How about warn your child first if they find you? Oops.
Jump
Big
up and
fish.
start singing coconuts.
And then the
Big Fish
coconut.
was a movie. Oh, put the lime in the coconut?
Put the
I guess.
lime in the
The
coconut and
coconut.
shake it all up.
As long as you don't start singing that damn Drunken Sailor song, I'm good.
I don't know which one that is.
The Drunken Sailor song?
Yeah.
You don't want to hear it,
Oh,
trust me.
okay.
Flutter, my kayaks are bigger than my John boat.
What is the name of the boat that he used to save that alligator? It was so shallow.
Do you know that song?
It's a
The
John
coconut
boat.
song?
A John boat. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, I was like so nervous on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, you had me scared there, Robbie. And then I have to remember, this is like, a day or so old, this video. He's all right.
Yes.
But when
Hey,
you're watching
Jennifer
it,
W.
it's like, oh my God, Robbie, be careful. Hey, Jennifer.
Mimi, I'll call you tomorrow when I get home.
Huh.
Or on my way home from Miami.
Tomorrow?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
he's going to
Miami.
Miami tomorrow.
My sister lives in Miami. Can I catch a ride? No, I'm kidding.
I'm going in about 4 hours.
4 hours?
Wow, he needs rest.
Dang, you need to go to sleep.
Yeah. Oh, wait,
I'm
it's only
gonna.
4 hours to catch her, I believe.
I
Yeah.
got, like, grapes and boobs. What is that?
Those are yummy.
They're
I
yummy.
I split them with you.
How can it be a John boat when John wasn't in the boat?
I don't know because I'm not the one who named it a John boat. Otherwise,
Beth
it'd be
says
called a
she'd wait.
Robbie boat.
Hey,
Yeah.
Ray, how are you?
Ray, what's up? Peace, bro.
Right, Mary?
I was wondering to see if someone will pop on here or a few different people will be on here, but I just want to put some or ask for some prayers out there for some really good friends, considered family of ours, who may not
God,
have received
CPR, God bless.
some good news today. They weren't expecting. They got news that they were not expecting or not hoping for. So if we could put some prayers out there,
Prayers to
much
all.
appreciated.
God bless you.
Yeah, prayers to everybody who needs them. Hi, Christopher. Good night, Phil.
He goes by Chris.
Repeat after God. Oh, yeah, where's your college badge? Can I have one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess that's all the questions we got. Sandra, what would you rather do?
What would I rather do?
You don't think you're getting away with the not answering because you asked the question.
Well, when I get an actual answer out of anybody, I'll answer it.
Okay.
I can't answer that because my brain doesn't work that way.
Do I need to leave it for you? Yeah, me either, Robbie.
Please leave him?
Oh, yeah.
Wendy, prayers to your son-in-law.
Yes, absolutely. Prayers sent out. Yeah.
Josh is. Christopher, what's up? I can't even fathom that question.
Yeah, some of the questions are a little silly. We got it.
It's easy. But it's easier to answer because I would say I'd rather see my parents because I've done that as a child. I've walked in on my
me
parents.
too.
I knew something was up. I'll tell you that.
Plus, if you walk in the door and you see something's going, you're like, whoa, and you just back up and go, all right, you only
Yeah.
saw a split second of it, right?
Yeah.
So, all right, there you go. I'd rather see my parents. I'll go with that.
When I was 5, I found their whole stack of Hustler, Playboy, all that. And
Really?
they didn't keep it in their
Thank you,
bedroom. They kept it
Jennifer.
in the hallway
So,
closet.
Kendra, what's your answer?
Yeah.
Does it have to be my actual parents? Because I have like 3 families.
Kendra, you're the one who asked the question. Yes, it's
I
your
know,
actual
right?
parents.
Well, because like I never even
My
seen
mom said they were having sex and they turned around. My father goes, Joni? And he looked over to me and I'm sitting there with my hands on the bed and my chin on my hands just watching them, looking up at them. Yeah. I don't remember it though, thank God.
Can't be unseen. Oh, shit.
I wouldn't care about my parents.
Whatever.
You wouldn't care
No,
about your
it
parents?
would have to be your mom and your dad.
Yeah, I know. And since they're never even in a room together, I could care less. It's like strangers to me for that.
I think she'd be traumatized if she saw her mom.
I don't
I
think so.
think we all get traumatized.
Okay, Kendra, your
my
mom and the
my
plumber.
dad and my stepmom, or my mom and my stepdad, that's different.
No.
That was that's different.
Your mom
That's
and
gross.
the
My mom. Well, I've seen my mom and the plumber.
What?
See?
No, you did not.
Okay.
It must have been a different plumber. Sorry.
How many plumbers does your mom have?
What are you talking about? Different plumber.
Oh my God! Please do not let her be listening to this. Oh my God! Just pick a set.
A what?
Pick a set of parents.
Pick a set. I think I've seen them all too many times. Like they.
Christopher said he'd rather have a parent walk in on him because they've seen him naked as a child, so it shouldn't be too scaring.
Right?
Starring.
I'm with him.
No, I think I'd rather walk in on my parents and my parents. My father walk in. No.
You guys just reminded me of the time.
Yeah, no.
My dad in a bathrobe, and he didn't know. He didn't know how to sit right.
Jennifer W., good night. God bless you, honey. Love you.
Good night, Jennifer. Yeah, no, I would definitely rather walk in on my parents because I've kind of done that before. And I would be in and out. Oh, sorry.
Right, so quick.
I could just, I mean, literally, like, open the door. Ma! Yo, Ma! Whoa! Oh, my God!
I like those color glasses on you.
I'm wearing them. Kendra got them for me.
I like them.
My mom walked in on me before, though.
Yeah,
she did?
Yeah. I was 16 with my first love. My father walked in. He ran. He ran into my bathroom that was in my room, and I ran towards the closet and hit it, by accident because we were just so flabbergasted. And my dad went and got a shotgun.
Oh,
He didn't
Nice.
do anything, but yeah, it sucked. It sucked.
Oh my goodness, that poor dude in your bathroom closet.
Oh yeah.
I never had anything like that happen.
I swear he did it on purpose. He's like, I'm going to the store. He knew the both of us were there. My mom was at work, and he was back in 5 minutes.
I had it easy though. My parents were never around on Friday night.
But now, did you end up with that guy again some other time?
Nah, he was my first love. We were 16, and it was just a.
So then
experience.
your dad's plan worked and scared him off.
I guess so.
There you go.
Yeah. He'll never forget that though. We still talk to this day. Once in a while. He's married, happy with everything that's going on in his life. He's very successful.
I bet he needed the toilet after that.
I got thinking, oh my God,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be quiet.
Yeah, I had like an old boyfriend hanging on my chimney, waiting for my parents to leave to go to their Friday night, thing that they did.
You said chimney.
Yeah, he was on my roof, holding on to the chimney. and I guess one of the bricks fell down, and my father heard it. No, but listen, my father's in the bathroom shaving, and I was in the doorway talking to him as he's shaving, and all of a sudden I hear the thunk, 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 because it rolled down the roof.
That's funny.
And he goes, "What the hell was that?" And I'm like, "I don't know, I didn't hear anything." And then when they left, I would go out the back door, and he's in the pool. He was holding on to the chimney, and one of the bricks fell off, and he goes stumping, rolling down the roof into the pool. Yeah, he was coming. It was pretty funny.
After that.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh no,
Dan.
no, that guy never got. No. Mm-mm.
That's funny.
Yeah, we were
Wow.
like.
It's 12:45. I'm going. I got to get to bed. I got to get some sleep.
Alrighty, be
All right,
careful.
good night.
All right. Good night, guys. Love you. God bless everyone. And I'll
Good
see
night.
you
Right back
later.
at you.
New video up tomorrow.
In Miami.
Yeah.
That should be
Are you
really
gonna go
cool.
live? Oh no, because you got a video. You're not gonna go live.
Is V going with you?
What's
Is it
that?
just you and Josh, or is he going?
Just me and Josh.
Okay.
Okay.
You
Z
have no
and Scott.
cameraman in your butt.
Z and Scott got to take care of the farm.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Cool. Well, be safe and have a nice trip.
All right. Good night, guys. Love you all.
Good
God
night,
bless.
Robbie.
Good
Bye.
night, sir.
Bye.
I wish I could have seen what he looked like with long hair.
Who?
Probably. I can't
There's pictures
picture
of him with long hair.
Oh, there are? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah. So, Kendra,
Huh?
what are you chewing? What are you eating?
I'm eating crackers.
I
I'm
hear
hungry.
her.
Wait a minute. What's... Are you having the munchies, girl? Oh, no, it's not that
No,
late.
I don't get to eat dinner until after we're
I'm
done.
sorry.
Yeah, she ends up eating late because of us. Because we're 3 hours ahead.
That's not cool, babe, because that's the most important time of the day. But now I just reminded myself that you have 16-year-olds. So it's, yeah, they don't want to sit at the table.
Mm-mm.
So what were you going to
Anyhow.
ask me?
What are we gonna what?
What were you going to ask me?
Being that it's like what, 1:45, 10:50?
You said so, Kendra.
Yeah, I was gonna say something about trivia, but I guess we're not gonna do trivia tonight because it's already 10:50.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I did, Mimi. Thank you. No Doritos and cottage cheese. Who wants to know?
Oh my God.
Nope. It's sun-dried tomato wheat thins.
Mm.
Ooh.
Oh, you
that
still have a
sounds-
box of things.
Yes, I
I'm
do.
going to eat them eventually.
Eventually. But anyhow. All right, so we're obviously not going to do trivia. We got too late. That topic just went way too long.
So we're
So-
going to go so I can eat dinner.
Yeah, we're gonna let Kendra eat dinner. One thing I do want to mention is when Robbie does move over from Friday nights to Sunday, we're gonna be doing some spiritual stuff. You know.
So if you're into it, please come on by, and if you're not,
Yeah, we're gonna
stay.
jump on Friday nights. Maybe not every Friday night, but Friday night, and we're gonna be doing like some reading. Whether it's some cards, yes, no stuff. You can ask questions and things like that.
We'll be having tarot cards and pendulums and flip it coins and all kinds of metaphysical tools that we'll use. So if you're into it, and come and join. If you're not, don't worry about it.
So
But we'll do an introductory night about what we'll be doing of some things.
Yeah.
And then
And,
after that, it will be a charged experience.
yeah, if you want, not a membership. It's not going to necessarily be a membership or anything. But you'll see. Just come and check it out if you're interested, and we'll see how it works. Did you get a chance to try the resin dry? No, Sue. I will do that tomorrow. The fishing has started up, so Flutter may not be here. That's okay. I don't know what time we'll be doing it. We've just decided to do something, and we'll know more as the days come. So the first Friday, that would be June 2nd, right? That's the first Sunday Robbie's doing is the 4th. He will not be going live June 2nd. So ours would be June 4th, Friday, June 2nd. Sorry.
Yeah.
Did I say that right? But
So not this
anyhow, so we will be doing that. We will be here Thursday nights doing our showing all our new stuff, and still be doing Tuesdays. And always, Lisa, did you read my email I sent you? I don't believe I did, Beth. I will check, and I will get back to you. But I don't believe so. No, I don't think I got one from you. I'll check. So anyhow, Kendra, so we'll be back Thursday night, this Thursday, and around what, 9:00, right?
We'll be selling crap.
Yeah, we'll be selling some stuffs, showing some stuff, some new stuffs, I think, some old stuffs, some new resin. And we'll be here around 9:00. So
Good night,
thank you all
We'll see
so
you
much
again.
for hanging out. Jeannie, thank you for hanging out. I'm sorry, excuse me, Rhonda.
Yes, Rhonda. Yes, I thank you all for my company.
For hanging out with us. And we hope you guys have a great couple of days till we see you again. Have a great time.
Bye.
Bye.